A former congressperson made me his right-hand man for about 3 months.
Comedian and expert troll Ben Palmer is back with another absolute banger featuring Florida Republican Congressman Ted Yoho.
Former Congressperson Ted Yoho reached out to what he thought was Parler, asking for help to launch his new show, God, Country, Family.
If Yoho's name rings a bell, it's probably because of this.
Mr. Yoho had some real issues with Ms. Ocasio-Cortez's position on police reform, crime, criminal justice, and specifically, as you mentioned, her position that the police should be defunded and that the kind of the root of the spike in crime in New York is unemployment, is poverty. It is a lack of funding for social programs. He said that she was disgusting for holding that position, that she was way out of line.
What did he say? According to you?
F and B.
You don't need to be an HR expert to know that calling your coworker an effing B would not be tolerated in any workplace, let alone amongst elected officials in Congress, prompting Yoho to issue this disingenuous non-apology, if we're being honest.
Having been married for 45 years with 2 daughters, I'm very cognizant of my language. The offensive name-calling words attributed to me by the press were never spoken to my colleagues, and if they were construed that way, I apologize for their misunderstanding. I cannot apologize for my passion or for loving my God, my family, and my country. I yield back.
Which then led AOC to shred Yoho.
This is not new, and that is the problem. This is a pattern of an attitude towards women and dehumanization of others. And I will not stay up late at night waiting for an apology from a man who has no remorse over calling women and using abusive language towards women. But what I do have issue with is using women, our wives and daughters, as shields and excuses for poor behavior. Mr. Yoho mentioned that he has a wife and 2 daughters. I am 2 years younger than Mr. Yoho's youngest daughter. I am someone's daughter, too.
Now that we've gotten a taste of who Yoho is, let's get back to Ben Palmer and his partnership, per se, with Yoho.
I mean, the ignorance out there is just amazing.
Yeah, there are a lot of just ignorant people. Completely. And it's like the stuff is happening right in front of them, and they're just like totally ignorant. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's just...
They fall for anything.
Teaming up with TYT's very own Walter Masterson, the pair would follow Yoho to a CEO summit held at Liberty University, of all places, bumping elbows with the former president of Ghana and other rich and powerful people before Liberty University staff wised up and recognized Walter Masterson, kicking him out of the event and leaving Palmer behind with Yoho to continue the mission.
She goes, "You have the film crew here?" I said, "Yeah." And they go, "Okay." She goes, "We thought they might be the TikTok disruptors." Because TikTok is Chinese.
So we left campus and went back the next day to interview former presidential candidate Michelle Bachmann. When Ted and Michelle started the interview, I interrupted them to talk about the things Ted and I talked about on our very first phone call.
And this is where Palmer's brilliance really shows off.
Gun safety program to go into the schools. Of course, none of the schools, really wanted to do that.
Maybe if there were more shooting ranges inside the schools, that way all that aggression, you skip right past the lunchroom, right to the shooting range, get some target practice in. Even if the targets were, 6-year-old boys and girls as the targets, if that saves a life, then hey.
Well, and have the parents come out with you.
The fact that a former sitting congressman had all these conversations after sending a contact email to a fake website trolling Parler users should be enough evidence to bar him from holding public office again. And that's not even mentioning the Sacha Baron Cohen-inspired contracts both he and Michelle Bachmann signed to protect Palmer from the legal action he knew Yoho would be seeking.
Michelle's papers. You guys not leaving here until we get her papers, and I want to call the police.
But he didn't give up and even tried to close our camera guy in the door, and accused us of attacking him when he realized he had a minor cut on his hand.
This is all disingenuous. And in the process, they attacked me, and I got hurt. And I hope you have good insurance.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on.
This is the icing on the cake from Palmer, because he even got Yoho to admit for the first time that he did in fact call AOC a effing B.
And he said, "Did you call her an F and B?" And I said, "No comment." But truth is, as I walked away by myself, I said, "What a F and B."
After speaking with the police and showing them footage of the scuffle with Yoho, Palmer and his crew declined to press any charges, and everyone went their separate ways. But not before Palmer sent this email. To add insult to injury, Yoho did threaten to sue Palmer if he posted any of this footage online, but as we saw, Palmer has the contracts and receipts to back up his project. As of 2018, the last election cycle before Yoho retired in 2020, Open Secrets reports that he had an estimated net worth of over $3 million. Make sure you check out Ben Palmer's full video of his time with Representative Ted Yoho in the description box below. You will enjoy it.